All right, Sistas fans, I'm actually enjoying these articles that have been dropping from BET Weekly about sisters. This one is called 5 Ways the Sisters Can Level Up Their Friendships. Platonic friendships take work and strategy too. Here's how the ladies can strengthen their bonds. And I'll leave a link to the article in the comment section below. And I mean, these articles are pretty fun since TV Line doesn't seem to be posting articles weekly like they used to. All right, friendship takes work, especially when you are dealing with the friend group from the show. Oh, yeah. The levels of drama are so insane at times that it's amazing that they managed to stick together. Last season, Danny almost cut off the girls completely. Thankfully, they are back to being cool again, but that's a sign that this friend group needs to be more diligent about learning how to communicate with each other and strengthening their bonds. So, here are 5 ways that the sisters and even Maurice can level up their friendships. I'm going look, I've already read through these 5 things, and if there's anything Maurice can do to level up his friendship with Sabrina is to stop calling her out of her name. That'll be a start. All right, number 1, take a break from dating. We already discussed why these ladies should try being single sometimes, but in case you missed it, the gist was that chasing men for this group of women is constantly disastrous. Well, the thing is, they're always seeming, I guess you could say almost half the group, they seem to be chasing the same man. Well, men in general, but I mean, like, Andy, it's Gary, Karen, it's Zach. Sabrina doesn't seem to be chasing anyone. She's the one who's always being the one pursued. And Danny, she just, hot girl summer. There you go. They either choose terrible men and stay in terrible situations even when the red flags are hard to miss, or they meet someone who could actually be good for them and sabotage the relationship by pushing the said man away. Yes, with Danny it's Preston, with Andy it was Robin, and arguably Paris. And in Maurice's case, okay, I'm not even sure why Maurice is a big thing in this article, but okay. And in Maurice's case, he lets a felon who tried to rob him stay in his apartment. Shake my head. It would work wonders for these women if they kept it cute and single. That would allow them time for self-improvement and time to work on their friendships. They'll have more time to focus on their special bonds without the baggage of dating. The only reason I don't think this will work, and look, I keep, not to just keep signaling out Tyler, but that's how, when you look at Girlfriends, when you look at Living Single and other shows where there's like a group of women as the main characters, like I've said before, they don't always have the same love interest. Not to mention, there are episodes where it's just the women. Like, there are women that are just hanging out in their apartment or in one of the girls' homes and they're talking about their relationship woes, or they're just kicking back reminiscing. We really don't have many episodes like that in Sisters, none that I can think of in recent memory. As I've said time and time again, the only time these women only get together is when there's some shit going down. In season 1, it was not uncommon to see them go out to lunch or, have a girls' night at the club. I know there was at least 3 or 4 times off the top of my head I can think of where the girls all got together, and it wasn't always due to a crisis. Sure, there might be some tea about one of the girls and one of their men, but that was it. There were a number of times where the girls just hung out, and we don't really see it like that anymore in the show, I mean. Number 2, stop judging each other. At the end of season 5, Danny had a major meltdown accusing the rest of her girlfriends of being judgmental of her to the point where she was rethinking their friendship. The other ladies considered her perspective and seemed to have made adjustments. Still, the entire situation could have been avoided or mitigated if they were more focused on their bonds with each other. But, I mean, I've said that I didn't think that the girls were coming at Danny from a judgmental vibe. They just saw that, girl, you almost killed a man. Then you ended up just having a one-night stand with the same guy who put Sabrina behind bars. And I think it was either Andy or Karen. I think it was Andy that said it. And she just simply said, Danny, we're not here to judge you. We're just saying if you want to have your hot girl summer, do you, but just make better choices. And that's it. And Danny couldn't take it, so then she decided to go off. And while she was speaking facts about the other women, yes, none of these women can point the finger at another, but there's a difference between being judgmental and looking out for your friend. So, I mean, the judgments, yeah, they can come, but Karen doesn't like being put in the hot seat. Danny doesn't like being put in the hot seat. Andy tries to, duck and dodge when the girls talk about Gary. And Sabrina just is Sabrina. So, yeah. Number 3, group therapy. This group could benefit from individual therapy, but also group therapy. That way they can learn how to air out their grievances in productive ways. They could utilize art therapy, a form of group therapy that will help each other work through trauma or problematic behaviors that they must let go of. I want to be honest here. If there were any of the ladies that needed group therapy, I think it would be Andy and Karen only, because of the fact that I think that there's a subservience or, like a leader complex with Karen, and Andy just has to do what she says. And I think those two have the most friction in the group. So, but yeah, they can all deal with individual therapy. Number 4, keep communication constant. It doesn't seem like this group of friends have a group chat, and it's weird. Yeah, that's actually very accurate. Keeping in touch as an adult can be hard because adulting comes with many responsibilities and baggage. Like, number... actually, I forgot what number it was. But, yeah, I think going back to the point of these women just need to hang out just to hang out, that's the main thing, because how many times do these women interact with each other outside of a emergency? Enough said. Number 5, take breaks from each other. Just like they need breaks from dating, they also need time away from each other. They should sometimes take space away from each other to gather their thoughts. That way they will be rejuvenated when they come together again as friends. I don't really agree with this one because they really don't interact all that much. Seriously, they don't. I mean, they're usually off doing their own thing and they interact with their coworkers more than they do between each other. So, not necessarily in agreement with number 5. But that's all the article has. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one.